I'm going to start today with a story that transformed my perspective on luck and misfortune, a story known as the Nova Effect. Let's jump in. Once upon a time, on a beautiful evening, a guy named Eric took his dog, Nova, for a walk. Suddenly, Nova spotted a rabbit and took off into the bushes, pulling the leash right out of Eric's hand. Eric ran after her, but she disappeared from sight, leaving him heartbroken and worried. Meanwhile, Nova realized she was lost and panicked. Eric spent days searching everywhere for Nova. He put up posters, asked his neighbors, and got his friends and family to help. A whole week went by, and Nova was still missing. Eric felt so unlucky and lost without her, and thought how unlucky that the rabbit jumped out of the bushes at the wrong time, when its hand grip was not right, letting Nova pull on the leash and run away. Then one day, a woman named Vanessa showed up at Eric's door, with Nova by her side. Nova jumped on Eric, and they had a beautiful, emotional reunion. Eric was overjoyed and thanked Vanessa, who turned out to be around his age and absolutely wonderful. They hit it off right away and started hanging out together. Before long, Eric and Vanessa were dating. Vanessa was everything Eric had ever wanted: smart, funny, kind, and spontaneous. He thought about how lucky he was that Vanessa found Nova at just the right time. A few months later, as Eric was on his way to pick up Vanessa, a distracted driver ran a red light and crashed into him. Eric was knocked unconscious, and his car spun around. When he woke up in the hospital, a doctor told him he had a serious brain injury and needed a full scan to check for damage. Eric felt so unlucky. He couldn't believe a random accident could change his life so drastically. But the next day, the doctor had surprising news. He explained that the scan showed a glioma, a type of tumor in Eric's brain. But here's the twist: because they caught it early, they could remove it without any problems. The doctor told Eric, "This accident actually saved your life. We wouldn't have found the tumor otherwise." Eric was stunned. A car crash that seemed like the worst thing ever had actually saved him. He realized how strange life could be. Something terrible can turn into something wonderful, and vice versa. Eric felt a sense of freedom, knowing that even if he doesn't understand why things happen, they might be for his own good. A few days later, Eric had surgery, and the tumor was successfully removed. He was back to feeling as good as new. Soon after, Eric was home with Vanessa, enjoying life and recovering. Not long after, he took Nova for another walk, grateful for everything that had happened. And that's the story of the Nova Effect. It's one of the most impactful stories I've heard, and I hope it gives you the same sense of freedom and perspective that it gave Eric. When I learned about the Nova Effect, things started to make sense for me. It helped me see how some things I thought were awful actually changed my life for the better. I know it's tough when it feels like everything is going wrong. I'm not saying this video will change your life instantly, but I hope it inspires you to start looking at things differently. We often can't tell if something is good or bad until later on. While that can be scary, it also means every event could be a hidden blessing. I truly believe in this and try to find the positive in every situation. Every setback can be a chance to grow. All it takes is a change in perspective. Instead of letting failure bring you down, learn from it and come back stronger. If you're in a tough spot, try to change what you can. Believe that everything happens for your benefit, and you might start to see it that way. So there you have it. I hope this story and these reflections inspire you to see the hidden blessings in your own life's journey. If today's insights sparked a new idea or inspired a fresh perspective, why not join our journey of self-discovery? By hitting that subscribe button, you're not just following a channel, you're joining a community committed to personal growth, empowerment, and transformation. Let's navigate this path together, one video at a time. Tap subscribe and start turning your dreams into reality today.